The one of the most grateful things for the living thing is to improve the quality of the value. So hello everyone, myself Palash Thakur and today we are going to learn about the very interesting topic called as complement system. So the complement system is a group of 20 plasma protein that forms the essential part in the innate immunity. The innate immunity, it is the non-specific defense mechanism. It is also called as first line of defense against spreading of pathogen. We also use the another term instead of spreading, that is called as invading. It means spreading of pathogen. The one of the most important part of innate immunity is it shows its response immediately or within an hours of an antigen appears in the body. So dear student, I already mentioned the complement systems are the group of 20 plasma protein. The word complement is used here because the complement system enhance our immunity. So guys, what is immunity? Immunity, it is the powerful system of a host for resisting infectious agent. The complement system protein mainly synthesized in the liver and widely distributed among the body tissue and fluid. The complement system is come into the effect when it is activated. Out of 20 plasma proteins of complementary system, only 11 proteins are mostly involved, namely B, C1 to C9 and D. These complementary proteins of the complement system, it is act as an enzyme precursor that catalyze the series of reactions that forms the final products of complementary system that has a various immune effect. The complement system eliminate the various infection caused by bacteria, viruses and fungi in blood and various body tissues. The complement system, it is classified into three categories, totally depends upon the activation of the complement system. These three categories are classical pathway, lectin pathway and alternative pathway. Activation of the classical pathway, lectin pathway and alternative pathway are totally different to each other. So now we are discussing about the activation of the complement system. If the activation of the complement system is due to antigen antibody reaction, then the pathway is called as classical pathway. If the activation of the complement system is due to bacterial endotoxin, is called as alternative pathway. And if the activation of the complement system is due to the protein called as mannose binding lectin, then the pathway is called as lectin pathway. Dear student, we know that the complement system is classified into three categories on the basis of the activation of this pathway, that is called as classical, lacting and alter pathway, which is activated by different biomolecule. The process of the activation of this pathway are not same, but their products are similar to each other. After the activation of the complement system, this pathway first make the product called as C3 convertase, which makes C5 convertase, and last they form some major complex called as membrane attack complex, which is essential and required for the lysis of a particular cell. For your kind information, the target of both pathway are same, but their composition are totally different to each other. So friends, now we are discussing the first pathway of complement system, that is classical pathway. If the activation of the complement system is due to antigen, then the reaction is called as classical pathway. The classical pathway, it is also called as antibody dependent pathway because it required the antibodies for the reaction. If specific antigen binds to the specific antibody, then form a product called as antigen antibody complex. The classical pathway of complement system required two antibodies, that is IgM and IgG, which is required for initiation of the classical pathway. For the initiation of the classical pathway, the major component plays a very important role called as C1 complex. The C1 complex, it is a protein complex involved in classical pathway. It is the first component which initiate the classical pathway of complement system. Hence, the C1 complex is called as complement component 1. Now let's discussing the structure of C1 complex. Dear student, we are observing that the structure of the C1 complex, it is quietly similar to the antibody structure. The structure of C1 complex containing Fc portion binding domain at the bottom, which is bind to the Fc portion of the antibody, which is previously bind to the antigen. The C1q region, it is present on the top of the C1 complex. This C1q region enhances the total structure of the C1 complex to bind with the antigen antibody complex. The structure of the C1 complex containing C1R and C1S region. It means the structure of the C1 complex, it is a composed of C1Q, C1R and C1S region. Most important part is that the C1 complex containing one molecule of C1Q region and two molecules of C1R and C1S. Hence, it is termed as C1R2 and S2 region. Let's see the initiation of the classical pathway. The antibody IgM and IgG are required for the initiation of classical pathway. We know that the antigens are the non-self particles which are not part of our body. So it will causes a various infection and diseases in our body. The antigenic substances are present on the cell surface of the bacteria. We know that the major role of the complement system is to enhance the immunity of an particular individual. Hence, the complement system required antigen-antibody complex. It will happen when the foreign substance entered in the body. When the antibody is bound on the antigen, then there were conformational changes occur at the Fc region of antibody and several signals are exposed from antibody. The C1 complex, it is a protein which initiates the classical pathway. Now this C1 component is present in the blood through the liver. The conformational changes occur at the Fc region of the antibody give rise to the C1 complex to bind it. The Fc portion binding domain of a C1 complex binds approximately to Fc region of antibody. The R2 region, which is present in the C1 R2 S2 region, act as a protease enzyme which cleaves S1 and S2. The S2 region has a two substrate, that is C4 and C2. This substrate has a two subunit, major subunit and smaller subunit. Except C2 substrate, all the substrate has B as a larger subunit and A as a smaller subunit. After the cleavage of C4 and C2 substrate by R1 and R2, the major subunit of C4 and C2 attach together and binds on the cell membrane of bacteria. Now the complex which are embedded in the bacterial cell membrane, that is C4b C2b complex, which is formed by the cleavage of C4 and C2 substrate called as C3 convertase. This C3 convertase, it is act as a protease enzyme which cleave the C3 component. As the proteolytic cleavage occur on the C3 component, then the C3 component is split into two subunits, that is major subunit and the smaller subunit. The major subunit of C3 component, it is binds to the C4b C2a complex which is called as C3 convertase, which forms C4b C2a and C3b complex which is called as C5 convertase. Now this C5 convertase, it is responsible for the cleavage of the C5 component, because C5 convertase, it is also act as a proteolytic enzyme. After cleaving the C5 component, the C5 component is split into two subunits, that is major subunit and smaller subunit. Now again the major subunit of the C5 component is binds to the C4b C2a C3b complex and forming C4b C2a, C3b, C5b, that is called as membrane attack complex, which is essential and required for the bacterial lysis. I hope this video will be very useful for you all. Thank you.